Self-Care September, Part 1, Setting an Intention of Better Self-Care. September is here, and this means back to school, back to business, and back to work. This is a great month to reflect on how the year's gone by and have a fresh new start right now to declare self-care as a priority. This month, all our meditations are going to be about focusing on how to reboot, refresh, and revitalize our self-care. It's important to take care of ourselves on a mind, body, and spirit level. Let's take this to a whole new level, throw away unhealthy habits, and reinvent ourselves today. And start factoring yourself in the equation of your own life. Let's put your needs right where they belong, on the top of the list. You're a VIP, a very important person. Let's talk about your self-care, evaluate if it's working for you, obstacles in your path, and reinvent yourself with self-care as a priority. We live in an interesting world where many times being well-adjusted to a sick society is unhealthy, but we promote it as if it's healthy. We all get competitive. We all tend to sacrifice and overindulge and overextend ourselves. We also live in a society that places a lot of value on profits, productivity, and possessions. But we forget the quality of life is not what we acquire and how we live, but more how we are, who we are, our character, our being, our health. Being well adjusted to a sick society just keeps us unhealthy and sick. It is not often in our best interests. It is important for you to explore, am I integrating quality self-care into my life? As that's quite powerful, and we need to do that in order to reconnect to ourselves, invigorate ourselves, repair ourselves, and live a healthy life on a mind, body, and soul level. At the end of the day, at your grave, you're not going to be complaining you didn't spend more hours at work. Oftentimes, we complain about the things we sacrificed, our health, our sleep, our betterment, our character, our values, our happiness, and our joy. Self-care sounds like a passing trend, fad, or buzzword, but the truth is, it's none of those things. Self-care is a commitment to ourselves. You are literally born alone, entering the world, and leave the world alone with your last breath out. It is important for you to recognize your journey is an individual journey. And so it's important to promise yourself, to factor yourself in the equation of your life. If you don't take care of you before you take care of others, you oftentimes do a disadvantage not only to yourself, but to the people you care about. When you start taking care of yourself, you start feeling better, you start looking better, and you begin to act and attract better in your life. There's also a ripple effect. Many times when we're in a place of health, we facilitate health for other people around us. Our family members, our colleagues, our team members, our friends, and our children. It's important to start exploring. Do we overextend, overpromise, and exhaust ourselves day to day? Are we tired and stressed out? Are we angry and dissatisfied with ourselves or the quality of our lives? Are we not having enough time to indulge in self-care and habits that make us happy? And oftentimes, are we reaching out for quick fixes like drugs, alcohol, food, watching too much TV, oversleeping or undersleeping? Are we looking for temporary reliefs and distractions? None of that is making our life better. It's keeping us stuck. And oftentimes those cycles turn into unhealthy habits that day after day can turn into problematic issues that cause us maladaptive patterns, unhealthy relationships, and oftentimes can lead us down a road of illness, sickness, and worse. We wake up day after day and oftentimes do the same mistakes over and over. We continue to self-sacrifice and sacrifice our self-care. Our self-care is what sustains us. rejuvenates us, reboots us, and gives us the energy and vigor to want to live a better version of ourselves, a higher, better version of ourselves. Self-care, it'd be easy if a mother gave birth to a child and a rule book, like a shiny new vehicle. If we came with an owner's manual, how much easier would life be? We'd know the basic knowledge of what to do, how to fuel ourselves, what do we need to eat, how to, deal with problematic issues or behaviors that come up, our genetics. Many times a manual would really make life easier, but that's really not life as a human being. We need to learn, with healthy habits and choosing health for ourselves. We need to talk to ourselves with kindness and compassion. And life is just a series of experiences, trial and error. When things go off track, it's about compassionately and nicely and kindly challenging your negative thoughts that keep you stuck and learning adaptive, healthy behaviors to get back on track. Back on track with self-care. We know our bodies require 8 hours of sleep. It's important for us to respect and restore and relax. We need to start making sure that we're getting the things that are important. Healthy food, good night's rest, a calm state of mind by dealing with problematic issues, dealing with things from our past that we hold grudges on, as well as looking at exercise and breathing. And do I take out time for myself each day to rejuvenate and rest and be in my own company? Taking time alone and apart each day to do things that bring you joy brings you more gratitude of your life. That's not, selfish. That is actually necessary for restoring our sense of connectedness, peace of mind, and as we're better to ourselves, we're way better to others around us, whether that's professionally, personally, or in your family units. We need to realize that overburdening ourselves is just taking on more and leads us to burnout, illness, and exhaustion. It's important for us to understand that our compassion should not be held for only others, but for ourselves. Let's start bringing more attention to how to factor in health in our own equation of life. This month, self-care in September, it's a good time to rejuvenate. Explore self-care tips and tricks, and challenge yourself one day after the other to make sure you bring in experiences, insights, and feelings of joy, love, compassion, healing, rest, and rejuvenation. I challenge you this month, all month, to explore my articles and meditations and try to go beyond your typical self-care routine. Let's learn how to heal our past, deal with our problems on a day-to-day basis, and create an authentic and fulfilling future with health in mind. Let's explore emotional intelligence and really enrich and expand the valuable lesson of making yourself a priority. Thinking on a mind, body, and soul level, how to be a higher, better version of yourselves. It's nice to explore our problems, see what physical symptoms I suffer with, negative thoughts that ruminate in my mind, and what unhealthy maladaptive behaviors do I reinforce day after day because I'm tired, exhausted, and not putting myself a priority. Take a mindful minute right now to deeply inhale and exhale and focus on a little bit of the points I'm bringing up regarding self-care. Reflect in your mind, what are some obvious ones that you need to change? And what are some obstacles that feel in the path of your way to get to a place of making yourself a priority? Let's take a mindful moment right now and take a deep inhale in and breathe out. Another deep inhale in and breathe out. Allow yourself to take this mindful minute and just reflect on some of the points of self-care, obstacles, and what needs to change for you to be a priority in your own life. If your mind wanders away, gently, compassionately bring it back to the breath and focus on self-care again. As I welcome you back from this mindful minute, let's make a commitment and a promise to ourselves to bring in self-care. Let's stop existing and start living. Here are some 5 basic tips for daily self-care. Make quality a priority in your life. Quality food, rest, and time to connect with your friends and family. Pay attention to your thoughts. Challenge your negative self-talk, fears, and feelings of inadequacy. Be as nice to yourself as you are to others. Start saying no to requests to help others when you are running on empty. Do one nice thing for yourself every day. Do something that makes you happy and allows you to reconnect with you in joy and pleasure every day. Treat yourself. Listen to your favorite song. Sit in silence. Read a book. Take a bubble bath. Play the piano. Eat a peach. Play with your pets. Do one nice thing for yourself that you enjoy, that brings a smile to your face or keeps you interested. Do something each and every day to reconnect with yourself in joy and pleasure. Life's a blessing, and each and every day you deserve to do one nice thing for yourself and factor in yourself in the equation of your life in a positive way.